Hey guys, Coach Costa here. We just completed a complete coach seminar with the extraordinary coach Mike Robertson. Can I call you friend now?
Yeah, you're my friend. You're my friend.
So it was an amazing seminar, but what we did during the seminar yesterday morning and a little bit today, it's like a ground prep series. And this is, I'm huge on movement hygiene, and this could be used as a mobility flow throughout the day. I do warm-ups all the time, but this is the flow of this particular ground prep series. It's good for hip, lower back, shoulders, everything. So just to make you feel good. And if you feel like stiff or a little bit of need a little movement in your day, this is a great. And I'm going to actually have Mike tell us a little bit about what this ground prep series is.
Yeah, so ground prep series is just basically something that I created because a lot of the clients and athletes I've worked with over the years, like you alluded to, they've got a stiff back, stiff hips, they just don't move as well as they'd like to. So this is something that I created. You can use it pre-workout. You can use it post-workout. You can use it as a recovery session. There's so many different ways that you can use this, but I think the sequence of it, like you alluded to, it just feels really good. It's kind of flowy. That's one of the big buzzwords in fitness right now, but there's a good flow to it. And I think if you do this, add it into your routine, wherever it might work, it's going to make a big impact on how you move and feel. So.
Okay. All right, so Mike is going to take me through this routine right now so you can actually see it and you can follow along. And I'm going to challenge you to do this and see how great it's going to feel, just like I did or our old team did yesterday.
Perfect. So what I have here, two pieces that will help you out. A band, if you don't have access to a band wherever you're at, a towel will work well. We also have an AirX pad just to protect the knees. If you don't have an AirX pad, just use, again, a rolled up towel or even a pillow. Will work just fine. So we're going to actually start with a cat camel here. So I'm going to have Costa come down all fours. And what we are going to do is two essential motions. He's going to start with his knees underneath his hips and his hands underneath his shoulders. From this position, he is going to round everything out. So he's going to think about reaching long through his arms. He's going to gently kind of tuck his hips. Once he's here, I like to take a breath in because this space can get very tight and stiff. And then once he comes and does that, he is going to exhale and just come back to a neutral position. A lot of us already have a big curve here, so we don't need to exaggerate that. So we're going to go 6 to 8 reps, right? Just thinking reaching long, gently maybe engaging the abs. That's great. Yep. Nice and round. And then we come back, exhale. Good. Now, again, the breathing, you can play around with this a little bit, but I like to take the inhale when we're in this position, because again, it drives air into the back side of that body. Inhale and exhale. Now, lots of times people want to talk sets and reps. For today, we'll just go like 4 to 5 because again, Costa's being very intentional with his movement. If you're doing this on your own and you just kind of want to move through it a little bit quicker, go ahead and do 8 to 10 reps. Fantastic. Good. Okay. Now we are going to go on our back next. So you can, I'm going to actually take this. So what Costa is going to do, he's going to have his feet flat on the floor. In a perfect world, your feet, your knees, your hips are in a straight line. He is going to take his hands, reach to the sky, and turn his palms back towards his face. Once he's here, he is going to take a breath in through his nose, and then he is going to exhale fully through his mouth. When you do this, you should feel your lower back kind of melt into the ground. Okay, so he's going to reach and inhale, exhale. Get all that air out. Now, very important when you're doing this activity, I want you to think about letting those shoulder blades glide around your rib cage. It's not a shrug. I know a lot of you are probably going to do that. You're going to want to shrug. Relax the shoulders. Think about making the arms long. Try and get the fingertips to touch the ceiling. So again, anywhere from 5 to 10 breaths here, depending on how much time and energy you want to work on this. How's that feel?
That feels great.
Good. Give me one more. Inhale, exhale, good. Turn those hands, good reach. Yep. Make it fluid and relaxed. This should not be stressful. Great job. Okay, next, rock and roll, okay? Egg roll, whatever you want to call it. We're going to take our hands, we are going to put it either on our shins or behind our thighs, whichever is most comfortable, okay? Once we're here, we are going to roll front to back, okay? The goal here, we want to roll, we don't want our feet to touch the ground, and we want to go through the fullest range that we have. So we exhale and we inhale. Exhale, inhale when we go back. The joke that I like to use is it shouldn't feel like you are rolling a block, right? Where it's very clunky. Okay, so try and make this smooth. If you're just doing it for a few reps, you can go 10. A lot of my clients and athletes will do 15 to 20. And every rep, we're trying to make it a little bit smoother moving front to back. So that's our standard rock and roll. And then I also like to do it side to side. Now, most people, when they hear side to side, they think they're literally turning side to side. And instead, what I want you to think about is just coming over one shoulder versus the other. So Costa's gonna come towards his right shoulder and then back over his left. Same breathing pattern, inhale, back, exhale up. Inhale back, exhale up. So I like to do about 5 reps each side. Chances are you're gonna find a little asymmetry. One side's gonna be a little bit tighter than the other. So if you need to, go a couple extra reps over that tight side, work on loosening that up. Okay, so we've got side to side. Last but not least, we have what I call micro rolls. Okay, so if you are like most of us, that lower back tends to have a little bit bigger curve than we would like. So in this case, all Costa's gonna do, he's gonna roll over basically the small of his back. And he's just gonna think about trying to smooth that out. Now, side benefit to this, you're doing it right and you've done enough reps, probably gonna feel a little bit of abs.
Oh yeah.
Definitely not a bad thing, okay? So 8 to 10 reps, trying to smooth it out and just let everything relax, okay? How we feeling, dude?
Oh, that was great.
Good. Okay. Now, once we've gone through that, we are going to do what I call an arm bar series. Okay. If you have a kettlebell and you want to use a kettlebell, you can absolutely do that. If you don't have a kettlebell or you don't want to use one, you don't need one. Okay. So what I'm going to have Costa do here, he is going to reach with his right arm. He is going to keep his right foot. You had it. You had it. Right foot's flat on the ground. Left knee is long. So once we have Costa in this position, his right foot is anchored to the ground. His right arm is reaching long. Once he's here, he is going to bring his left knee towards his chest, and then he's gonna come straight back out. So we're gonna go 5 reps here like this, okay? Bringing the knee to the chest, and again, getting some good mobility out of this, but you should also feel a little bit of abs and some core activation. So he's gonna go 5 reps there, then we're gonna keep the legs straight. Yep, come all the way down, and now we're gonna do the same activity, reaching with a straight leg raise, okay? Now I will tell you this, if your range of motion is limited or it's not as good as Costa's, I'm totally cool with that. Go through whatever range feels good to you. You shouldn't feel like your hips and pelvis are moving all over the place. I'd rather have abs locked in and a nice pure straight leg raise than have you just kind of flipping and flopping all over the place.
With this right foot, should I press it towards the floor?
You can press, you can also just think about being stable through your right foot, okay? If your right foot is stable, you should feel more abs and more hamstrings on that side, and it should just feel like you have more control over your rib cage and pelvis.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay? Now, from this position, he is gonna take his right arm, he's gonna keep it up towards the sky, but he's gonna take his right leg all the way over and across his body. Yep. So imagine if he had a kettlebell, you always wanna keep it as vertical as possible, right? So people in the kettlebell community talk about knuckles to the sky. Okay, so we're in this position here. This is great. Go ahead and take your left hand and just get it out of the way a little bit. Yep. If you have any neck issues, I would tell you, you can grab your AirX pad, you can support it with your arm, you can put a pillow underneath, okay? So he's reaching towards the sky. His right knee is as close to the ground as he can get. And what I want Costa to think about now is inhale, and then he is gonna exhale. He's gonna reach this towards the sky, and he's gonna let his right knee glide away from his body, okay? Inhale, always reaching to the sky. Exhale, gliding that leg down, okay? So amazing kind of total body stretch here. You're starting to open up the upper back, the chest walls, the shoulders. So we'll go 5 breaths here. How's that feel, dude?
It's amazing.
Good. Now, from here, we're gonna take that into a rib roll. Okay, so he's gonna take the right hand, put it on his rib cage. He's gonna take a breath in, and then he is gonna exhale and rotate back towards me. Now you can see the natural tendency is for that knee to come up. So if he needs to, he can use his left hand, kind of just tamp that leg down. Yep, and then we're gonna come back. We're gonna take a breath in. Yep, inhale, exhale, and turn. And I generally do this for about 5 breaths. Inhale, exhale, turn. Something else you can do as well is you can kind of move your fingers up and down your rib cage. So maybe do 2 on the lower ribs, 2 up a little bit. You can just move around, make it organic. It just feels really good, and you start to unlock that upper thorax. Great job. And then last but not least, we are going to do the Bilateral. Okay, so if you cannot get into this position or it's challenging, that's normal. You will get there. Again, use your left hand, keep the knee down. Yep, and then what Costa's going to do, he's going to take that breath in, and I'm just going to give you a little support here, dude. He'll feel better. So he's going to inhale, start here, exhale, and he's going to turn his body away. And you can even think about, if you have good flexibility through this down leg, you can pull this knee back. So knee, hip, shoulder in a nice straight line. But every time you back off, inhale, exhale, rotate back. So same thing, depending on time, 3 to 5 breaths. I like to go for 5 whenever I have that amount of time. It just really helps me loosen up. What do you think, dude?
We can never go wrong with Bilateral.
Good stuff, right?
Yeah.
Good stuff. Now, we just did all that on one side, so now we're gonna run it back and do it on the other side. So now, I'm gonna steal this back from you. Let's go left hand reach, left foot flat on the floor, right leg long, yep. Always knuckles to the sky. Inhale, set ribs, good job. When we exhale, that helps us find our abs, we lock things in. Now give me 5 reps here, bringing knee to chest. Yep, perfect, perfect. Reach the sky, that's money, dude, good. Knee to chest, that's great, good. So again, if you guys are being intentional about this, you should feel probably a little stretch in between the shoulder blades. You should feel some abs. You should feel like your hip flexors are working a little bit. So we're gonna go 5. I think this is number 5 right here. Good job. Now we're gonna go legs straight, and we're gonna work that straight leg raise. Now, something else that might help you when you're doing this, if you have a tendency to like bend your knee, or you're kind of all over the place, 2 cues that I'll use. Make a muscle. So feel your quads on this side and pull your toes back towards your face. Remember that, because we're gonna do that again here in a minute, okay? But think, yep, make a muscle. We got knee extended, toes back towards the face. Probably feel a little bit of a stretch behind the knee when we do that as well. Great job, dude. How we feeling?
Amazing.
I
love this stuff.
Good. And then now let's go full arm bar. So go ahead and left arm up. Yep, bring the left knee across the body. Oh. Yep, there we go. Yep, and then just use your arm. No, just use that to kind of support you here. There we go. Yeah. Yep, that's good. Okay, so we are reaching here, inhaling, always keeping knuckles up, exhale, let that knee slide, perfect, good. I'm telling you guys, I don't know where you're gonna put this into your day. It's super simple. Don't let that fool you. It will make a huge impact on how you feel, either before your workout, after your workout, before you go to bed. Whenever you can find time for this, get it in your day. It will make a huge impact. Okay, great job. Now, rib roll. Yep, so let's use this hand. Yep,
yeah,
good.
Right here.
Yep, there we go. Inhale, I'll give this back to you.
Thank you.
Yep. Inhale, take a breath in. Exhale, and turn. This is great. Also, popping and cracking, never a bad thing in this case. A lot of times it just feels really good. You start to get that rib cage and your thoracic spine to move again, you're gonna feel great. Good. Give me 5, dude. Good. Yep, use those fingers. Yep, there you go. Good, turn. Yep, great job. One more, back off, inhale. Exhale. And turn, great job. And then let's take that into the Bilateral. So keep the right hand there. Yep, there we go. As well, when you guys are going through this, you're probably gonna notice little side-to-side asymmetries, totally normal. One of the goals over time is to try and make this a little bit more and more symmetrical. Even though inside out, we're not totally symmetrical, and that's okay. We wanna learn how to manage those asymmetries a little bit better. There we go, man, there we go. Almost there. Inhale, exhale, turn. Great job. All right, last one, okay? Here's where our band comes in. So Costa's gonna lay on his back. He is gonna take this band, grab it in his hands. I'm gonna put this over his forefoot, okay? Now, a lot of times when people do this, they either, relax for a second, they either want it all the way up on their toes or they have it on their midfoot. I like it right over the forefoot, because what that allows us to do, with a little bit of effort, we can make our muscle here, right? So we got our quads. This helps us pull our toes back towards our face. And a lot of times people are like, oh, I feel my hamstrings. Actually not your hamstring, it is your calf muscle and a little muscle back here called your popliteus, okay? So you get that nice stretch behind your knee. So once he's got this cinched in, now he's gonna bring the other leg up. Yep, and he's gonna try and do the same thing without the band. Yep, so flex that quad, toes back towards the face, and then he is gonna lower the leg down, nice and controlled, but not let his leg touch, okay? So think, yep, quads, toes back towards the face. Exhale, come down, that is beautiful. Give me 5, okay? Great thing about this, so many good things happening here. We're loosening up the back side of this leg. We're loosening up our hip flexors on the active leg. We're feeling abs. This is a massive bang for your buck exercise. And again, this is one, even if I don't use it in the entire circuit, I will throw this one in just as like a pre-workout activation type exercise. And it just gets things feeling really good. Good. Yep. Good. So make that muscle for me. There we go. Yep. Flex. So this is a great actually coaching point here too. A lot of times people want to have their leg way up in the air. I don't care where your leg is. Even if you have to have your leg way down here, focus on quads, toes back towards the face. Try and get that leg as straight as you can. Because chances are the first couple of times you do this, it's going to be uncomfortable while you're doing it, but it's going to feel great when you're done. Great job, dude. You make it look so easy, man.
Oh, trust me, it's not. Yeah, I'm working.
That's
working.
Right. You're working. Great job, dude. Great job. How you feel?
Oh, feel amazing.
Perfect. Perfect.
We say like buttery hips, right?
Buttery hips, man. Buttery hips.
Mike, thank you very much, guys. This is amazing. I challenge you again. Try this. Do it on your off days. Do it on your part of your warm-up. Do it every day, and you're going to see how amazing it's going to feel. Your hips, your shoulders, your lower back, the entire body. Again, if you feel like stiff or a little bit, need a little movement throughout the day, take 10, 15 minutes out of your day, do this, and I appreciate, I promise you're going to feel amazing. All right, guys, appreciate you. We'll see you soon.